Grant surveying the D. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
And Bam Adebayo, picked 14th in the 2017 draft, has made huge improvements throughout his career. Guy is a hard worker.
Now here's Lee. Pass to Bay. 4 on the shot clock. Over Simmons. Bay, no good. And here are the Heat. And Coach Spoelstra says that Adebayo continues to put in the work to improve.
And Kevin, you see it in his game every year. Never takes a summer off. Comes back each fall with a new wrinkle to his repertoire. And one of the more versatile players in this league. Simmons gives you assists, rebounds, steals, and he continues to develop as a scorer.
Now here's Lee. And it's sent back by Turner. They recover it. Cunningham inside. Defended by Butler. Detroit, no good that time either. And of course, Greg, Simmons gets the majority of his points from the foul line down.
And a one-man wrecking crew in transition. Excellent at driving the ball in the half court. And once he gets downhill, he is tough to stop. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Cunningham. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Bay, no good.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
Here's Simmons. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
And how chaotic was this offseason for Simmons? I mean, the trade rumors swirling, stepping back from Team Australia, ultimately traded. And you talk about someone just dying for a fresh start.
Now, here's Cunningham. Grant outside. Lee outside. Cunningham looking it over. Stewart, a screen for Cunningham. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Well, it was Miami winning their last game against the Magic. Now, Oladipo. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. On the wing, Turner. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Pistons. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
Yeah, the offense looked cohesive last night. Whatever challenge the opposition presented, they answered with confidence.
Bay against Simmons. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area. Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Dwayne Casey gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. One thing he wants to do is prevent Ben Simmons from getting downhill. Coach said with his speed, handle, and vision, he'll pick you apart if you let him run the court unimpeded. He's going to try to pick him up the minute he receives the ball, Kevin. But that's easier said than done. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. For the Pistons, Olenek, he's checked in for Stewart. Trey Lyles comes in for Jeremy Grant. And Diallo's subbed in for Cunningham. Now, here's Lyles. Here's Lee. And the rebound goes to Martin. And Tucker kicks to Simmons. Lee with the steal. Diallo with it. Outguarded by Simmons. It's sent back down by Simmons.
Dominant on the defensive end. I mean, Simmons can guard any position.
Takes it inside. Martin wide open. He fires. And the 3 ball is good. And Greg, people already predicting the MVP for this season. Is it too early to start talking about that?
I mean, we have roughly half a season left to play, yet people love to talk about sports, period, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual award out there.
Just 5 on the clock. Lee kicks to Olynyk. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Miami again turning it over. And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. Oh, you look at Tucker, a great player, 2nd in the league.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Now here's Bay. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Now returning on the floor for your Pistons.
And the Pistons with possession here. 7-point differential. Detroit, no good that time either. The Heat have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here he goes. The pass to Strus. Over Diallo. And here's Maxey. Heat moving the ball around. Here's Simmons. Misses the one-handed jam.
The bench was ready to erupt. Instead, look at them. They hide their faces in their time.
Bay finds Lee. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. Bay, no good.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Maxey passes to Strus. Again, the miss by the Heat. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Heat lead by 7. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports.
Hey, it's your Pistons mascot.
You know, Greg, when you think about Jimmy Butler, it sure seems like he was born to wear a Miami Heat jersey, as he said.
I'm so fortunate to be able to work with and for an organization like this one. And then, man, I got some incredible teammates, like for real. Some really good ones that love coming in to work.
And Butler, Greg, in his previous stops, sometimes at odds with teammates or whoever else, but that was not the case in Miami.
Well, he played with Dwayne Wade in Chicago, and Wade, a Heat legend, played matchmaker, telling both sides this is where Jimmy needs to be.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
On the court for the Heat, we've got Maxey. Adebayo is up there with Miles Turner, and it's Martin in at the small forward. Here's Maxey after the basket by Detroit. Pass to Strus. Now, here's Maxey. Turner passes to Maxey. Now Turner. Clock at 6. Adebayo kicks to Turner. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Adebayo sends it back.
And got to be careful shooting around Adebayo. An athletic big man who gets up as fast as anybody to block shots.
The shot by Turner, no good.
You know, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Here's Cunningham, and it's sent back by Turner. And he recovers it. Cunningham gets the bucket. The Heat leading by 3. And here's Maxey. It's Martin on the wing. Strus passes to Martin. Kicks to Turner. Now here's Maxey. Not a lot of room. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
And you take a look at Lee. And I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
And it's sent back by Turner. Outside Butler. And he drives in. The shot that time not on target. And the Pistons now going the other way.
And Kevin, when we talk about new age bigs in the NBA, one of the first I think of is Miles Turner. Here's a guy who has led the league in blocks, but can also stretch the floor.
In 2018-19, not only did Turner lead the NBA in swats, he also shot almost 40%, Greg, on his threes.
And you go back just like 10 years ago, you'd never think we'd see players with the skill set of Turner. But this is how the game has evolved. And guys like Turner are just so valuable for teams to have.
The free throw drops for Grant.
Some guys improve. Grant has gone through a metamorphosis offensively. I mean, completely different skill set now than when he started with.
Lyles check in for Detroit. Lee comes in for Cunningham. Then for the Heat, P.J. Tucker comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Ben Simmons in for Martin. Now here's Simmons. That one good for 2. Simmons got 5 now.
Well, you got to like this physicality from Simmons. I mean, pushing his way to an inside shot.
2 minutes.
Pass to Grant. Back to Lee. Floats it up for Grant. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Tuesday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers. Then on Thursday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming into town.
And guys, even though things have been rolling right along for them this last stretch, I could see them still getting a boost from coming home. They always say role players perform better in front of the home crowd.
Few guys are as good as Jimmy Butler defensively. I mean, he plays with great intelligence and effort.
Banked in off the glass. The Heat lead by 7.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Oladipo against Lee. Tipped away and stolen by Butler. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Despite their record, there is optimism around the Detroit Pistons. Killian Hayes said, "We have a fun team. We love seeing each other succeed. We've got a bright future." Coach Dwayne Casey says, if we bring this same type of intensity, toughness each and every night, then good things will happen. Kevin, back to you.
Detroit tough. Good stuff, DA. Thanks.
Terrific job spotting the lane, knifing through it. I mean, Butler's tenacity is so infectious.
Here's Turner. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Now here's Lee. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bay against Simmons. Detroit, no good that time either. A wide open look here for Oladipo. It's good from long range. Oladipo's got 6.
I mean, he's got a lot of smarts on the court, but Tucker doesn't need to think too much on that assist. He's wide open.
And so it's the Miami Heat finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. It's time now to go court. Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
Halftime is here, and what better way to tip it off? And trades are a tough part of the business, uprooting families, changing schools.
Well,
And time now to acknowledge what was a treat. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Victor Oladipo really making a difference here.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
he's so good at reading opportunities and seizing up on whatever the defense gives up.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Detroit, Bay and Grant are the forwards. Lee out there with Cunningham, and it's Stewart in at the 5 down low. Cunningham with it. Adebayo on him. Shot clock at 5. The drive by Lee over Butler. And they'll get another chance. Offensive rebound, Stewart. Kicks it out to Grant. Knocks down the 3-ball. He's got 7.
An aspect of his game that Grant really has worked on. I mean, he's now a threat to capitalize off the catch.
And stolen by Bay. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Knocked loose. Pass to Cunningham. The 10-footer. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you can see why Cunningham elicits comparisons to Luka Doncic. Can control the pace of the game, very high basketball IQ, and shows a maturity beyond his years.
And also like Doncic, Cunningham can put the offense on his back and carry it.
He could put up 50-plus numerous times in his career because he has deep range, can break down defenders off the dribble, and if you run 2 at him, he will immediately find the open man.
That one misses. The Heat leading by 9. Outside, Martin. Maxey passes to Strus. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
Miami ball.
The story of rebounding. Now a look at the league's best players on the boards. Bam Adebayo is second.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
Olenek, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Martin, the pass to Maxey. Off target with his 3. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Another shot. And Adebayo sends it back. Cunningham passes to Bay. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From past the arc. Cunningham's shot is off. Miami's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. And the pass to Maxey to end the cold streak. And Lee pulls it down. Pistons trail by 9. Over in the corner, Cunningham. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got his 4th rebound in this one. The drive by Simmons. That shot off. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. With the drive, Cunningham passes to Stewart. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, you've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible. And what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And he sinks the second. The Heat leading by 8. Simmons dishes to Tucker. Passes it to Maxey. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts. I'll tell you, they're right into this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
2 minutes remaining in the
Shame to make all this progress and let them off the hook. Got to keep the pressure on.
Simmons' shot is good.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Cunningham kicks to Diallo. To the left wing. Here's Bay. No good with the triple.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him. And he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Who wants a team start?
And the Pistons making a change here. Lyles checked in. Heat also with the sub. Turner's checked in. Pistons trail by 11. 1:14 left to play in the third. Pass to Lyles. He kicks to Cunningham. Lyles hits a screen for Cunningham. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
Detroit's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Bay passes to Cunningham.
Get there.
6 to shoot. Diallo. Miami grabs the miss. Maxey's got his 4th rebound in this one. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Diallo, and it's sent back by Turner.
And I would not test Turner. And Miles has led the NBA in blocks and just has great timing on his jumps.
Jeremy Grant.
And Olynyk kicks to Cunningham. Five on the clock. Going inside, and it's sent back by Turner. He got it up. And so it's Miami holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense.
It's your Pistons mascot.
And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
Keep working the baseline behind the defense. But down there, keep crowding the lane. Keep crowding the lane. All right, show no gaps. Show no gaps.
So the message there, backdoor cuts and strong interior D.
And that's smart coaching, Kevin, wanting his team to come together during this stretch.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. They've got Adebayo. Ben Simmons is out there with Miles Turner. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Oladipo in at the 5. Here's Grant. And it's Miami with the rebound. Turner's got his 6th rebound on the night, and Butler gets it to go.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Pistons trail by 14.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Lee passes to Diallo. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
The kick outside to Butler. Simmons passes to Adebayo. Here's Butler. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. And, well, Detroit shooting only 21% from the field so far. Lee goes in and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Their poise has been tremendous. Excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
Oladipo against Lee. Pass to Diallo. Feeds to Grant. Here's Lee. Detroit, no good that time either.
If he'd been even halfway decent today, the score would be a lot different, but he can't get anything to fall.
The pass to Simmons. Oladipo for 3. And they recover it. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Miami. Simmons finds Oladipo. Shoots a 3. Detroit with the rebound.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
No good from Grant. The Heat leading by 18. Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Oh, look at the elevation on that drive and the strong dunk. Flight Butler is clear for takeoff.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Greg, you were just talking about Oladipo. He holds a very high standard for himself.
He's trying to reach another level every year. Wants to keep growing, making everything more consistent. And it's possible we still haven't seen the best of him yet.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Miles Turner.
Guys, it's been a rugged brand of defense he's played. I don't know why they keep taking the ball at it. It seems like every time they have, he's come up with the rejection. And with every block, he's only gotten more and more fired up.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this, and on the road no less. Here's Grant. Over Simmons. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Bay with it. Now defended by Adebayo. Here's Cunningham. Offensive rebound. Now the Heat with it. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. And Butler, here we go. Oh, he misses the dunk. Pistons trail by 20. Cunningham with it. And a miss there on the triple.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
Shots good by Turner.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Miami.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0
in the season series.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Miles Turner.
Oh, he was a scary man at the defensive end with all those blocks. Even the shots he didn't get a hand on, he affected. He forced a lot of misses out there.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
The drive by Simmons. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shoots over Bay, and another basket for Miami.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness, just a total team effort.
Personal foul. First team foul. Heat substitution.
There's 18 seconds left in the game. Over to the wing. Passes to Bay. Over Martin. That's short off the rim. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for David Aldridge.